chapter 19. This is Genesis chapter 19 when God destroys it, right? So that evening, the two angels came to the entrance of the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot was sitting there, and when he saw them, he stood up to meet them. Lot is Abraham's cousin. For those of y'all that don't know, Abraham was praying that Abraham prayed to God that he saves his cousin in the midst of destroying Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot was living in Sodom and Gomorrah with his family, okay? So Lot was sitting there, and when he saw them, he stood up to meet them. Then he welcomed them and bowed with his face to the ground. My lords, he said, come to my home to wash your feet and be my guest for the night. You may then get up early in the morning and be on your way again. Oh no, they replied. We'll just spend the night out here in the city square. But Lot insisted, so at last they went home with him. Lot prepared a feast for them, complete with fresh bread made without yeast, and they ate. But before they retired for the night, all the men of Sodom, young and old, came from all over the city and surrounded the house. They shouted to Lot, where are the men who came to spend the night with you? Bring them out to us so we can have sex with them. Y'all, this is what they saying about the angels. Oh my God, this. I was reading this and I was just like getting secondhand embarrassment. Like I was just cringing the whole time that I was reading this chapter. Because what? Like, what? Let us have sex with them? What? Anyways, continuing on. So Lot stepped outside to talk to them, shutting the door behind him. Please, my brothers, he begged, don't do such a wicked thing. Look, I have 2 virgin daughters. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do with them as you wish. But please leave these men alone, for they are my guests and are under my protection. Stand back, they shouted. This fellow came to town as an outsider, and now he's acting like our judge. We'll treat you far worse than those other men. And they lunged toward Lot to break down the door. Excuse me, y'all. My son's right here, and it seemed like the moment that I start doing anything like important, he just want to be all up under me. Ain't that kids for you, right? So, coming back to this. Stand back, they shouted. This fellow came to town as an outsider, and now he's acting like our judge. We'll treat you far worse than those other men. And they lunged toward Lot to break down the door. But the 2 angels reached out, pulled Lot into the house, and bolted the door. Then they blinded all the men, young and old, who were at the door of the house, so that they gave up trying to get inside. Meanwhile, the angels questioned Lot. Do you have any other relatives here in the city? They asked. Get them out of this place, your son-in-laws, sons, daughters, or anyone else, for we are about to destroy this city completely. The outcry against this place is so great, it has reached the Lord, and he has sent us to destroy it. Y'all. For we are about to destroy this city completely. The outcry against this place is so great, it has reached the Lord, and he has sent us to destroy it. So Lot rushed out to tell his daughter's fiancés, quick, get out of the city, the Lord is about to destroy it. But the young man thought he was only joking. At dawn the next morning, the angels became insistent. Hurry, they said to Lot, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here, get out right now, or you will be swept away in the destruction of the city. When Lot still hesitated, the angels seized his hand in the hands of his wife and 2 daughters and rushed them to safety outside the city, for the Lord was merciful. When they were safely out of the city, one of the angels ordered, run for your lives and don't look back or stop anywhere in the valley. Escape to the mountains or you will be swept away. Beans, stop pulling that mirror. Don't laugh. Stop doing bad stuff. Then my son get to counting when I redirect him for doing something bad that he ain't supposed to be doing. First of all, he gonna laugh. He gonna smile like a little sneaky smile. Then he gets a counting, so I can be like, "Oh, good job." He know what he doing. These kids ain't crazy. Okay, and then we're going to come down to... Okay. Run for your lives and don't look back or stop anywhere in the valley. Escape to the mountains or you will be swept away. Oh no, my lord, Lot begged. You have been so gracious to me and saved my life, and you have shown such great kindness, but I cannot go to the mountains. Disaster will catch up to me there, and I will die soon. Soon there is a small village. There is a small village nearby. Please let me go there instead. Don't you see how small it is? Then my life will be saved. All right, the angel said, I will grant your request. I will not destroy the village, but hurry, escape to it, for I can do nothing until you arrive there. Okay? This explains why that village was known as Zoar, which means little place. Okay, so even how the angel said, hurry, escape to this city, hurry, escape to this place, hurry, escape to the mountains, wherever he told him that. For I cannot do anything until you are there. So the Lord is saying this to his people right now. He's telling you, he has been putting urging into your spirit. Anybody who come across this, who God is speaking to, he had already been urging in your spirit to leave New Orleans, Louisiana. And for that specific reason. Okay? And he's urging you to do it because he's saying the quicker y'all move, the quicker he's going to move. And if y'all don't, then y'all just going to be, Y'all just going to be a casualty, unfortunately. So he's telling y'all now, like, this is not the time to have slow obedience or disobedience. This is the time to listen and move. Okay? Okay, and then Lot reached the village just as the sun was rising over the horizon. Then the Lord rained down fire and burning sulfur from the sky on Sodom and Gomorrah. He utterly destroyed them along with the other cities and villages out of the plain, wiping out all people and every bit of vegetation. But Lot's wife looked back as she was following behind him, and she turned into a pillar of salt. Okay? Abraham got up early that morning and hurried out to the place where he had stood in the Lord's presence. He looked out across the plain toward Sodom and Gomorrah and watched as columns of smoke rose from the cities like smoke from a furnace. But God had listened to Abraham's request and kept Lot safe, removing him from the disaster that engulfed the cities on the plain. Okay? So, this is what the Lord is saying. He is saying the time is right now. Y'all have mocked him, disrespected him, worshiped false idols, poisoned and corrupted the children. Y'all have completely turned people away from him, killed, steal, actively practiced every sin willingly. Y'all have turned away from God completely, showing no reverence or respect. And God is saying he's not playing no more. He's getting ready to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? He's getting ready to destroy New Orleans, Louisiana. He is getting ready to destroy that city. And I'm not saying that just to say that. Like, honestly, there's things that God be speaking to me that I do not be wanting to get on here and say. I really don't. But I'm being obedient. He been putting on my spirit a lot. I mean, consistently, to the point that, like, I'm like, all right, Lord, all right, you know. But yeah, God ain't playing with y'all. God ain't playing with y'all. The fact that he's giving y'all this warning right now, this still is grace. This is still God's grace. The fact that this warning is coming out